beer and fish and chips on this beautiful day. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I told you, best fish and chips in all of England. Hi everybody. As promised, this is an episode on one of the locations that's very, very near to Mapperton House and Gardens. There's a Royal Mail. That's what they look like. Oh, he's parked right there. But we are at my favorite place to get fish and chips. So this is about a 15-minute drive from Mapperton. We are on the coast right here. We're gonna go have some fish and chips. This is literally my favorite place in all of England to have fish and chips, is the Anchor Inn. Obviously, they've set it up pandemic style, social distancing style. So and then we're gonna hopefully get a table up there, and you guys are gonna see not only amazing views, but some amazing fish and chips. And I'm also gonna have a pint as well. So let's go. I'll let Royal Mail go first. All right, you guys, I don't even know how to describe this place other than stunning and absolutely, the views are magnificent. So who would have thought, like in England, I didn't when I first came here, that you could have just such dramatic and beautiful landscape here. We all know England in particular as just being very, very green, but here we're on part of the Jurassic Coast, and the cliffs are just, again, magnificent. And I've taken you guys with me and they're letting us film here, which is so nice, to my favorite fish and chips, honestly. And I've had a lot of fish and chips. Listen, I've been in England now for 20 years. I've had a lot of fish and chips, okay? Because that's what you do when you come here. This, for me, and I know I've got a few other family members who would agree, this is the best fish and chips that I've ever been to. And let's just reiterate, I've been to a lot of fish and chips places over the past 20 years. The Anchor Inn, so this is the Anchor Inn, and it's right, as you can see, on the seaside. We've lucked out with this day. Stephen and I had no idea what kind of day we were gonna have, but we thought it's a blue sky day, we need to get to the Anchor Inn. So we're in the Anchor Inn, and again, we're social distancing. We are outside, so there's outdoor dining happening. They don't have indoor dining, so they do have outdoor dining. They've got a whole one-way system planned through here that you have to take. So they've really put in lots of precautions. Over here also, we have a thing called track and trace. It's a really good idea. So if somebody here does have symptoms later, they can contact us to let us know, and then we self-isolate for 10 days. 10 days. It used to be 7. Today it's been 10. But here's my beer. This is it. Beer and fish and chips on this beautiful day. So this is, by the way, the beer I'm drinking, if you're wondering. I could have gone for an English beer. They did offer me that, Palmer's. I probably should have, considering we're in a Palmer's pub. But anyway, you know my love of Italy, everybody. This is a Moretti. So I'm doing a Moretti beer. And there's something about Italy coming up soon, which I can't tell you, and there's another reason why I'm drinking Moretti. You'll soon find out in another episode. So cheers to you guys for joining me here for fish and chips. And I think I wish I could somehow get the recipe here. It's that good. I'm gonna put vinegar. I do the vinegar thing, I do everything. So cheers, you guys. I mean, who doesn't like a lager? It's so good. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Should we take the plates, right? Okay, great. We've got it. We'll take these as well. Thank you so much. What do you want? Yeah, I'm okay. We're going to do vinegar. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh. I told you, best fish and chips in all of England. I said that first. This is it. Mushy peas, the best chips, the best fish with tartar sauce. And I'm going to be really, really English here and put vinegar on my chips. Now, that is just completely not American. But I've been here for 20 years, and I can tell you, putting, do you like salt and vinegar? We call them crisps over here. I know in America you call them potato chips. If you like salt and vinegar potato chips, you would love putting vinegar. These are chips. I know we call them French fries. There you go. Are we gonna dig in, Stephen? I'm gonna take my first bite. Wait. I mean, look at, I've got my beer. Let's get my beer in shot. I've been pacing myself, everybody, don't worry. Also, I'm gonna get, I mean, I don't wanna ruin the surprise, but I'm gonna go for a dunk. As you guys know, those of you who've been watching me throughout the pandemic, you guys know that I love cold water. I call it cold water immersion therapy. I didn't come up with that name, somebody else did, but I can see why it's called cold water immersion therapy. So I have my swimming suit on underneath this. By the way, just a note, they don't call it a swimming suit over here, they call it a swimming costume. So I've got my swimming costume on underneath my dress, and I'm gonna go in there for 2 minutes and do my cold water immersion therapy after I eat my fish and chips. We might go for a walk first, actually. Walking helps with digestion. So after you eat, because a lot of you guys know that I'm into well-being. So after you eat, it's really good to walk afterwards. It helps speed up digestion. So we're gonna walk after this, and then we're gonna end in cold water immersion therapy. All right, wait, Stephen, sorry. I gotta get going here. And here's my, I mean, I told you, best fish and chips, like literally ever. Oh, do you get that? Look at this, oh my gosh. I mean, it's the best. I'm gonna do one more with the tartar sauce, just because. We gotta get the tartar, I mean, it's perfectly battered. Literally, it's like light. Here's the tartar, I'm gonna put a lot on. Okay, here we go. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna finish this all up, you guys, so I want you to envision right now that you're eating fish and chips with me, with mushy peas, vinegar on your chips, little tartar sauce, some lemon, and you're overlooking the sea. All you gotta do is just close your eyes and you're here with me. All right, I'm definitely ready for my walk after eating fish and chips, and I had a pint of beer. So I gotta walk it off, but you can see it's packed. It's literally, we're midweek, it's packed, because, you know, when the sun shines in England, everybody goes outdoors. So we are in a village, a town, I should say, called Seatown. So Seatown, obviously, it was named because it's by the sea. 8 at Anchor Inn, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to really kind of the coastal path walk and just head to the top and give you guys really extraordinary views here. It's hot, which doesn't really happen over here. It's super crowded. We were lucky enough to get that table by that beautiful view. And then, I mean, this is a whole day out, eating fish and chips, going for a walk, and then I'm gonna end swimming in that sea. Even though it's hot outside, trust me, that sea is like freezing, freezing cold. I am coming through here, you can see I'm taking the coastal path towards Thorcombe Beacon. I was just in Seatown, and then it says footpath to Ypres. Ypres is another beautiful area on the beach. 2 miles, 1.25 hours. I'm not going to be walking with you guys for 2 miles or 1.25 hours, but it should be noted that the walk that we're taking right now is part of the National Trust. So it is part of the National Trust, and it is absolutely beautiful here. The Jurassic Coast, which you're going to see a lot more of as we take this walk up, the Jurassic Coast it's so famous in England, and in fact, it's a UNESCO World Heritage site, an all-natural one, not a man-made one like Stonehenge, which, by the way, speaking of Stonehenge, I think we should actually do that, Stephen. We'll definitely go to Stonehenge, which is, of course, is a UNESCO World Heritage man-made site, but this Jurassic Coast is the only, and this is important, this is why you should come visit us, is the only UNESCO World Heritage Site, natural World Heritage Site in all of England, this coast. So look at this, you can see why as well. So as we walk along here, you can see the boats are out. We're gonna take it all the way up there. One of the things that I've learned, I was just telling Stephen about this, that when I moved to England, we would have, you know, big lunches and or Sunday lunch as they call it, and not every day, but Sunday lunch in particular. And after Sunday lunch, you'd always, it's a very English, very British, I should say, you just go for a walk. People in Britain just, after lunch, after their Sunday lunch in particular, they go for walks. And I remember moving here thinking, it's just so weird. Like everybody just goes for walks all the time. But it's just what they do, rain or shine. You get your wellies on, you get your raincoat on, and you go for these walks. So what I like to do when I come here to Seatown, and in fact, even when I'm down at Mapperton without my husband, and if he's up in London or he's someplace else, and I'm down here, a lot of times I'll come to the Anchor Inn, eat my fish and chips, do exactly what I'm doing now, walk it off, take the walk, and then end with my cold water immersion therapy. And I have to say, it's probably one of my absolutely favorite days out. The other thing I'm gonna note is, because I think a lot of you guys know that I have a real interest in well-being. I'm a yoga teacher, and I studied nutrition, and in particular, the Ayurvedic way. So if you know anything about Ayurvedic medicine, and even if you don't, I'm gonna tell you right now, but the Ayurvedic way is they say that after you eat, to walk 108 steps. 108 in Ayurvedic sort of medicine is like the magic number. So you're supposed to walk 108 steps after your meals because it helps with digestion, but that is true. So I prefer to eat and then do my walk because it helps to really speed up the digestion process. And then I'm gonna go back into that cold sea afterwards and get re-energized for the rest of my day. So here we go, let's keep walking. "108, 109, 110, 111, 112. I'm way past 108 now. So my digestion, according to the Ayurvedic way, should be on fire right now. Digesting that fish and chips and of course, the pint of beer. Oh yeah, and it is hot. Actually, I'm gonna enjoy that dip in the sea. So hopefully, you guys, after seeing this, I mean, look at that. That is England. I mean, that is amazing. UNESCO World Heritage, right there, all natural, and the only one in all of England, right there. It is just absolutely beautiful here. It's our workout for the day, Stephen. Okay, I know you might be thinking that I'm wearing inappropriate shoes, but I'm not, okay? And let me tell you why. These flats are actually super cushiony. They're eco. This is not an ad either. They didn't pay me to say this, but they're eco, and so they're made with like sustainable materials, and they're absolutely, I mean, so comforting to my feet that I knew that these shoes would be okay to wear. Plus, they kind of match my dress. All right, we're getting to the top. I mean, we literally couldn't have picked a better day, or a better day couldn't have picked us. That's for sure. Coming up, I mean, I'm definitely on like step 1,000. I don't know if I'd necessarily get my 10,000 steps by doing this. Probably not, but I'm getting a lot of hills, getting a lot of floors in. A lot of floors happening here, right? So maybe not 10,000 steps, but I'm definitely scoring it on the floors. Okay, so we've reached our top for today, but I mean, you can see that this goes on and on all the way across the coast. So you've got over there Chesil Beach. You also have West Bay. So West Bay is in Bridport, super popular. And if you watch the TV series Broadchurch with Olivia Colman, That is where Broadchurch was filmed, right there, West Bay. So those lovely, amazing cliffs. And then Stephen just told me beyond there, there's Portland. But we normally go to West Bay, Chesil Beach, here at Seatown, Ypres we go to, and Burton Bradstock, which we're gonna do another day as well. So if we just turn around here, you can see not only where I've walked from, so I can see a glimpse of the Anchor Inn right now, but that coastline right there is where we're headed to next. And I'm gonna get that dip in, that 2-minute feel good, re-energize me dip in as well. So, I mean, what a great day out, and it's not even over yet, okay? It's not even over. We're in the middle of it, but a great day out, and I'm feeling good. They're quite good. Okay, now I'm hot and sweaty and ready, and I've digested, I can tell. I feel lighter. So I'm ready for my cold water immersion therapy for 2 minutes. That I know that you think that it's gonna be warm, but it's not. This is a cold sea. Yep, we call it the sea, not the ocean. Don't ask why, I don't know, I don't really get it, but all I know is that everybody calls it the sea. So I'm gonna go swimming in the sea, and it's cold, it's very cold. And that is gonna re-energize me and reignite me for the rest of my day. All right, you guys, this is it. This is cold water immersion therapy. I'm gonna take my dress off. I've got a one-piece on, it's fine. Okay? Just close your eyes. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, this is like freezing cold, okay? Hold on. The other thing I'm just gonna mention really quickly is that what I learned from coming to the sea and marrying into an English family is they just usually wear their bathing suit underneath, and then they just change out. They have towels around them, don't they, Stephen? And we just change. I'm not gonna change in front of you. I did put my suit on, but it's just like you have your suit, you go for a swim in the freezing cold sea, and then you put your clothes back on, or you can stay in your suit, but you just change out in front of everybody. There's no like locker rooms anywhere. I've become very English and obviously very pale because you don't see a lot of sun in England apart from today. Okay, you guys, cold water immersion therapy. I just want to say, I'm going to hold my mic right now. I'm going to say thank you to all of the Viscountesses, to all of the Lord and ladies, to all of the Earl and Countesses. Every single one of you in each of these tiers really do contribute so much to the production of these films, and also to really helping us at Mapperton as well. And a huge shout out, those of you who are Earl and Countesses, to Cheryl, to Sherry, to Taylor, to Angeline, and of course to Robert. And when you become an Earl and Countess, you get your name called out at the end of each video as well. All right, enough talking now. I'm gonna go for it. Here I go. Oh dear.